I'm your host, Mohammed Elayan from Distilogix. I'm thrilled to have the amazing team from Comodo, our partners in the region, Orestes and Terry and Ezra and the rest of the team. We will start by having everyone like to introduce themselves for a minute or 30 seconds for our audience to get used to this amazing team and the team that one day you will be working with, winning great projects and adding a great value of technology to your end customers. So let's start with Orestes, please.
Well, thank you, Maud. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm Orestes Pizzavas. I'm the MENA Sales Director. I have recently joined Comodo, and I'm thrilled working with Distilogix and all of you. I was part of the building, mostly working with Maud, but a very small part, the largest part of the job was belongs to Maud and the team of Distilogix. And we're looking forward. We're thrilled, as I said, to see you performing today, but also working with you in the future. So I'll be here supporting you and Distilogix, but now it's time to have some fun.
Thank you so much, Orestes. Orestes is responsible for our region. He is our guy in the region, and he is always our reference when we need support. And we have Terry.
Good morning or good evening, everybody. My name is Terry Stewart. I am the VP of Sales Engineering for Comodo, and happy to have everybody on today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Terry, for your commitment and support to our region. Terry, just our colleagues in the US just woke up and they started their day to support us in this great webinar and this challenge. We have Mr. Ezra Correa also, the VP for the global markets.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, depending on where you are in the world today. It's a great pleasure to be here with you all. I very much appreciate your participation, and I want to thank Mohammed and Omar for joining our team and creating such a great environment for all of us today. So again, pleasure to be here. Looking forward to working with every single one of you in the near future. So thank you again, everybody, and thank you, Mohammed, for the great show that you have arranged for us today.
Thank you so much for your support. Nothing would have worked without your support and your great energy and passion for developing the business in our region. I guess we have Shiva too in our team today.
Hello there. So nice to meet you guys. So this is Shiva this side. So I'm a technical engineer in Comodo. So nice to meet you guys. So I'll look forward.
Great, thank you so much. So this is how the fun will start. The session today is an hour long session, and the plan is in the first 15 to 20 minutes, if you guys have questions based on the material that you studied or anything that you want to learn about Comodo, if you got any questions, anything that's not clear to you, we have such a great mind as Terry that supporting us today and here to support us to understand the technology, and we have Shiva also. So if you have any questions before we start the online quiz, you can use the Q&A section in this webinar to post your questions, and I'll be reading them to Terry and Shiva, then we'll get to answer you. You can use chat. I've seen that people started using chat. Or you can use chat or questions and answers. We're happy to answer any questions to make sure that you have a deeper understanding of this great technology. And then after that, we will start the online quiz. So I'll pause for a second, waiting for any questions. If not, then we can proceed directly to the fun part of the game. Great, so we don't have any questions. We are ready to jump to the fun part. And today we have 29 participants in this challenge, and we have a huge area. So we have participants from the borders of India all the way to the Atlantic Ocean, including Russian-speaking countries, Arabic-speaking countries, and French-speaking countries. such an amazing mix of talent and partners that we are so proud of, and that we will do everything to empower and to enable and to support. So yeah, guys, we're excited too. I see lots of nice comments. I'm happy, and I'm more excited than you are, guys. It's a lot of fun, and it's an amazing way to learn. So I'm very excited about this opportunity. We have 29 great professionals from our region, so we're ready to start. And this is how it goes. We are going to play an online quiz game, and that quiz game is using a platform that's called Kahoot, Kahoot. And the way it works is, one, you need to download and run the app on your mobile phones. It's available on Android and available with all Apple phones, so you can download it. And that's the first thing I want you to do. I want you to go to the Play Store and the App Store, and I want you to download the Kahoot app, Kahoot. Download it. It should not, it would take probably, I don't know, 30 seconds to download. Then it should not ask you for any kind of registration. The only thing it may ask you, if you're just a player or you're a game designer, you just say player. If it asks you if it is like for a corporate or a personal private account, just select private, and that's it. Then you will be ready. And I'm going to give you 1 minute. I'm going to pause for a minute, waiting for you to download the app. And I'll be so happy if you can confirm in the chat that you got the app running. In the end, what you need to reach to, the Kahoot app, and you need to be able to see at the bottom of the app screen, you will see a square that is that's colorful, and it says enter pin. Enter pin. So apps are up and running. I love it, man. I love it. But anyways, I'll just give it 1 more minute for the app download. Done. Great, Abdullah. Great. Yahya, amazing. Great. So in the end, we'll have the app all the way down, just like in the center, the bottom part of the Kahoot app screen, you will see a button that says enter pin. It's like a square, colorful button. Please make sure that you see that button because you need it to join the game. Done, Islam, amazing. Could you please show me how we can use the Kahoot app? Okay, once you have the app downloaded, what we will do is I will share my screen and I will play the game, and then you will get a PIN number, which is like a 6 or 8 digit number that you need to enter using your app. But I still need to wait a bit more to make sure that everyone has the app running and you all can see that square that says enter PIN. Done. Good. I guess we can continue. So step number 2, be ready for it. I will share my screen. I will play the game. Make sure, please, that you always can see my screen, because the app will not show you the questions. You see my screen, you read the question, it will give you multiple choices, and then you select what you believe is the correct answer by clicking on the color of that choice. So you get red, blue, yellow, and green. So if the correct answer is in the green box, you click on green. And I have to remind you again, you cannot see the questions on the app itself. You must be able to see my screen all the time because the questions will be displayed through the screen share, which I will do in 10 seconds. Clear? So you look at my screen all the time. You select your answers using the app. Now, how do you score the highest, higher than anyone else? By first answering correct, having the correct answer faster than everyone else. So it's a function of time. You gotta be correct and faster than anyone else. So I will share my screen and I will start. You'll show you the pin, and also I will wait for a while because I want everyone to join.
I believe there's a question about the pin.
Yeah, they're waiting for the pin. Yeah, for the pin, yes, which I'm doing now. So share. So if you cannot see my screen, please let me know. And here is the pin: 8863724. And I'll wait for a minute. When you enter your names, yes, please. Good. Now I see the names. Good, guys. It's gonna be a lot of fun today. We got everyone. We got 28 participants. Good luck, guys. I remind you again, you must be always able to see my screen to be able to read the question and look at the answers. But you answer using your mobile phone, so you need both. You need your laptop screen and you need your mobile phone to be able to answer. Now, the way it works before I hit the start button is you get the question and the multiple choice options. There is only one single correct answer. And we've given a 1 minute period for each question. Now, the default is 30 seconds. We increased it to 1 minute because we wanted those people, participants from countries that are not native English speakers or probably did not really study English as a primary language, such as the French-speaking Africa, the Russian-speaking Asia. We want to give them more time to be able to read the question, understand the answers, and choose the correct answer. 1 minute might seem a little bit long if you know the questions, you're good, have a good command of English, but please bear with your colleagues from the different regions. We're giving them more time, 1 minute per question, so that they can get the correct answers. Bear with us, it's gonna be fun. So we're ready. We've got 30 participants. Well, that's good. Is there anyone else planning to join? Because the moment I hit the button start, you cannot join. So make up your mind. Yes. Yes. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here we go. Have fun. So this is the Comodo Technical Challenge. It's Tuesday, March 1st. First question. What's the major product differentiator of the advanced endpoint protection? Answers. 30 seconds to go. And this music sounds creepy for some reason. It's just Kahoot had to add that kind of spice on it, huh? 11, 10, 9, 8. Remember, your score is a function of how fast you manage to answer. And we got 4 correct answers. Now my heart is broken. We've got 4 correct answers. The major product differentiator of the Comodo's AAP is the auto containment. It's that patent technology that made them guarantee the 100% protection for your endpoint against malware and ransomware. It's the auto containment. It's what their signature recipe and signature product amongst the other products for endpoint protection. We still have 19 more questions. Let's proceed and see who managed to score the highest. Abdullah, so proud of you, man. Abdullah Sini, amazing job, man, from Saudi Arabia. Love it. Let's see what happens next. Get ready for the next question. What 2 agents are required for advanced endpoint protection? For 30 seconds to go. Seconds to go. Five correct answers. So the 2 agents required for advanced endpoint protection are the endpoint manager communication client and the Comodo client security. I'm still heartbroken. I need more correct answers, guys. Next, let's see who managed to get. Oh, sorry, I clicked fast. So the primary capability, I switched to the next question fast. So just let's move. The primary capability of auto containment is seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. And this time we've got 12 correct answers. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that great progress? So the primary capability of auto containment is it automatically runs unknown files inside a secure container that is isolated. Now let's see who managed to get on the. Oh, Islam. Amazing. Islam from Tunisia. Good job, Islam. So French-speaking gentleman is leading the entire game today. Muhammad Taha, you're doing well, man. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Yusuf too. So to the next question. Which device management are the supported OS device enrollment options that Comodo has? Thirty seconds to go. Now music is way more exciting. It's not creepy anymore. Ten seconds to go. There we go. Two correct answers. I am heartbroken now. Okay, let's see who is on the top of the list. Slam, I admire you, man. You're still on the top. And Taha, you're doing great. You're still there, keeping your position. Don't give up. We still have like 15 questions. Everyone, do not give up. Question number 5. When Comodo Advanced Endpoint Protection detects unknown files, they are "20 seconds to go." "10 seconds." "11 correct answers. That's really good. Yes, it does contain them, automatically contain those unknown files. And again, this is the signature product that Comodo has. It is the most amazing piece of technology developed today when it comes to endpoint security. They do automatically contain unknown files, and that is probably the best implementation of zero trust that I've ever seen when it comes to endpoint security. They do not trust anything. It's zero trust. It's a true zero trust deployment when it comes to endpoint security. Good job, guys. Next, let's see who's still on the top. Islam, very good job, man. You're still there and you're leading. And Muhammad, do not give up. Yusuf, I'm amazed. Yusuf, you're doing a good job, man. Again, we still have like 12 questions and you have the chance to win. Remember, it's a function of time. So you need to answer correctly faster than anyone else to get the highest number of points. Next, question number 6. Which client security layer provides protection against third-party removal? "30 seconds. And the 1 minute with this music feels really long. 10 seconds. Good. Amazing job, guys. 16 correct answers. And yes, it is the host-based intrusion prevention system. Yes, great job. Amazing. My heart is revived now. Yusuf, good job. Amazing progress. And Islam, you know, I don't know what words to say to tell you how I admire your progress, man. Thank you. Question number 7. Comodo best practices recommend that training mode should be. "20 seconds, and music is fun." "10 seconds." Oh, 3 correct answers. It's used only on a golden image. Now, the question was a bit tricky, I understand, but let's see what happens to the score. Oh, amazing. The score did not change. It means that the top 5 did not get the correct answer. But Islam is still leading. The great Republic of Tunisia. Question number 8. If 2 profile security policies are applied to an endpoint, what happens? For 30 seconds. "10 seconds." "17 correct answers." This is the highest correct answers that we got through the whole 12 questions that we had, which is good. It's a great progress. And yes, both profiles are applied with most restrictive setting taken precedence. Remember, guys, zero trust, highest levels of security. Islam. Good job, Yusuf. Yusuf from Abu Dhabi. Amazing job. Islam, don't give up, man. You're a warrior. Rizwan, I'm happy also to see you progressing. And Taha, keep pushing. Yes, Jay, Abu Dhabi too. Question number 9. Within Dragon Enterprise, containment rules are applied. How? For 30 seconds. 10 seconds. Six correct answers. Goes top to bottom. Yes. Okay. I started feeling that this creepy music fits the exam. You know, we're like in cybersecurity, it has to be creepy. Hamad Taha, man, hats off, man. Good progress, buddy. Good progress. Yusuf and Islam and Hamza and Rizwan, do not give up. We have so many questions to come. Half the way, within a profile template, predefined or custom procedures, what do they do? So what can we do with them? For 30 seconds. Fourteen correct answers. Yeah, can be invoked manually or scheduled. Great. Let's see what happened to the score. Taha, great. Islam, you keep fighting, man. You're a graduator. And Yusuf, don't give up, man. Don't give up. Hamza, great job progressing. Ahmed Bakhid, Qatar, welcome from Qatar, man. We're happy to see you here. Which statement applies if more than one profile is applied to an end point? Twenty seconds. Ten seconds. Nine correct answers. The profiles should not have duplicate sections. Okay, let's see what happens to the team. Taha, amazing, man. Ahmed and Yusuf, you're doing well. Islam, do not give up. Jay, do not give up, man. You guys are amazing. And it's very close. It's like 5,500 for Taha, 5,200 for Yusuf, 5,000, 5,000 points for Ahmed. Guys, you're close. Comodo Security Solution release notes are, where can we find them? For 30 seconds. I started feeling like there is intelligence behind the music selection. Like when the question is fun and easy, then it gives you that positive kind of vibes. And if it is like difficult and gives you that creepy music, makes you want to put the hoodie on and turn the lights off and start writing code. You don't know what happens with AI now, man. It's crazy. So 10 correct answers. Yes, it's available on the web at community.comodo.com. That's where you find release notes to learn about what's happening next and what has happened and what has been developed. Taha, you're pushing. Yes, charge. 400 points difference between the first place and the second place. Yusuf, Ahmed, Islam, Jay, and everyone else. Do not give up. We have a lot of points and many questions remaining. Client security protection covers which platforms? You see, now music is creepy. 20 seconds to go. Twelve correct answers. That's good. You know, when you see all of these options and so many devices, you tend to say, okay, IoT, you know, Raspberry Pi, but no, it's Windows, Mac, Unix, iOS, and Android. Those are the platforms that you can install the Comodo security clients on. Next, Taha, you're really pushing the accelerator, huh? You pushed it, man. You're on turbo now. Like what? Like 500 points between you and Yusuf? Yusuf, keep pushing, man. Ahmed, Jay, Hamza, the rest of the team. Guys, you're so close. We're so close and we still have enough questions. I have 6 to go. The 2 key ports needed by the endpoints for communication are... 20 seconds, sorry, 20 seconds to go. Amazing. 22 correct answers. And yes, these are port 80 and 443. Amazing. Great job. Let's see what happens to the score now, since we have so many correct answers. Yes, yes. Muhammad Taha, charge, you're on fire. See the fire next to your name? You're on fire, man. Yusuf and the rest of the team, keep pushing. Jay, you're progressing. You're progressing. Ahmed and Hamza, and everyone. Question number 15. What's the TLS key size for device/endpoint communications? Thirty seconds. Ten seconds. And and 20 correct answers. You guys are impressive. Yes, 2048-bit. Amazing job. See what happens. Taha, still on fire. Ahmed, great progress. Jay, you're pushing, man. Charge. Yusuf, Mudassar, you're here again. Amazing. From the Dubai, the great state of Dubai. Next question, 16. Dragon Enterprise default profiles can be what? For these seconds. Ten seconds. Great. You guys kept your power for the last piece of last like 10 questions. Amazing. You're like having so many correct answers. So my heart is not broken anymore. It's not like the first and second questions. So let's see here. Oh man, Taha, you're on fire. Charge. You just like hit the accelerator all the way, huh? Ahmed, you're progressing. You're progressing. You still can do it. Ahmed, Jay, and everyone else. Yusuf, I want to see your name again in on this board. Question number 17. If device manager duplicate endpoints or devices are identified by what? Thirty seconds. Good. 10 seconds. 27 answers. Yes. 28 answers. 5 correct answers. Yeah, it has to be device name or MAC address. I know we tend to select IP address, but the IP addresses change. So device name and MAC address and or MAC address. This is how duplicate endpoints and devices are identified by Comodo Device Manager. Taha, again, you're on fire, man. Ahmed, keep pushing. Jay, you're so close. Mudassar doing well. And Maha, yes. Next. Question number 18. What's the Dragon platform? Session timeout window. For 30 seconds. Ten seconds. and correct answers. So the session timeout window can be selected from predefined list. So it is a configurable window. Okay. Next. Yeah, Maha, you're amazing. That's a big jump. Great. So I think 2 more questions. The Valkyrie verdict system is used to check what? For these seconds, 25 answers. Ten seconds, 28 answers. Twenty correct answers. And yes, hashes, file, and websites. Great. So last question. Oh, Mahao, man, you're progressing. Jay, good job, buddy. Taha, you've got like your distance, huh? Let's see what happens with the last question. Comodo auto containment leverages what? 20 seconds. Great job. 5 correct answers. So yes, that's what auto containment is all about. It's the kernel level API virtualization, and that's the genius in this technology. They virtualize your environment to be able to contain the code when it runs, the malicious code or the malware or the ransomware. So it is not definitely sandboxing. It's not sandboxing. Sandboxing cannot really function today with today's sophisticated attacks. You need kernel level API virtualization to be able to create that isolated container and to be able to isolate the code. Okay, let's see who's in the podium. So number 3, Jay, amazing job. Number 2, Maha. And number 1, and the winner is Hamad Taha. Taha, you're amazing, man. You pushed, you really charged, and you pushed a big distance. You were quiet in the beginning, but in the end, you really pushed and charged. Guys, I really don't know what to say to thank you and to express how happy and excited I was today. I really appreciate every minute that you spent studying the Comodo material and learning about this great technology. I really appreciate your commitment joining us today. You are all winners. You've learned something great, and you will all get the certification of participation in this challenge. So you are a challenge champion just being here and going through these difficult questions. I know they're difficult questions, and you did really well by answering most of them correctly. This technology and this technical update that we do for resellers is meant to empower you guys so that you can drive a discussion with your end users and drive a use case and be able to present them the use cases from Comodo technology. It's a game-changing technology that we are lucky to have it today in our region. They turned to the global markets just like September last year when Mr. Korea was hired to take care of the global markets. So we're lucky we're in the right time. It's a game-changing technology. Orestes just joined the company like probably a few weeks ago. So we're lucky to be there when they start in our region with such a great technology. It's a great business opportunity for you. It's a great technology to add to your customers. It's the only fix I know today for ransomware and malware at the endpoint level. So you learned a lot, people. And I will get back to you guys. Mohammed, you're our winner today. You're the winner of the iPhone 13 Max. You deserve it, definitely. You're a great cybersecurity professional in our region. It's a great pleasure to work with you. Everyone else, we will get back to you with this certification. The only thing I would request you to do, if you just send me by email how you want your name to look like, exactly how I want us to write it in the certificates. And my email is very simple. It's me@distilogix.com, which is M for Mike, E for Echo, @distilogix.com. Thank you so much. Let me see if there are any questions in the chat. So congratulations, Taha. Looking forward to working with you all. Yes, Arasis, thank you so much. Joseph, you did a great job, Joseph, from Diwa. Thank you so much for being. Islam, you're amazing, from Tunisia. Thank you so much for being with us today. We're like, what, 3,000 miles away from you, and we appreciate that. Everyone else, you were amazing. Such a beautiful people. Thank you, Comodo team. Thank you for your commitment to our region. Thank you for waking up so early to support us. Thank you, Orestes. Welcome on board. We will be working so closely with you with all of our great resellers today. And this is it from my side. If there is anyone that wants to conclude the discussion, or we're done with the challenge. Great. So thank you, guys. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye. Thank you.